Welcome in. Here we are, Trusted Profits. I am Riders Up Tim. We are just about to head into the gate with 0 minutes to post at Tampa Bay Downs for the Sam F. Davis Derby Prep Race. And the post time favorite as we head to the gates here is the number 6, Owen Almighty. Looks like we've got the 3-horse John Hancock currently sitting at 5-2, and then the 7 Poster at 7-2. I think those two favorites are going to vie for the lead in here. It's going to be interesting as to whether or not both of them can hold on with a contentious pace. A horse I find interesting in here as we head to the gate is the 1 Camp Hale. Don't see this horse as a win candidate, but I really like this horse underneath. And I'm just going to say that I'm going to go out on a limb. I've not been high on Poster. I didn't think the Remsen was a very good race. So I've been a fade on Poster. We'll see what happens here in the race as we are loading up at Tampa Bay Downs. Been a good day of racing. Had some pretty long shots come in. Looks like we got about 3 more to load. Circling behind the gate. I look for IRAD to take Owen Almighty out. The question here, of course, is John Hancock with the speed. Hasn't been 2 turns, as have not a few of these. So it's going to be interesting to see how the pace dynamics play out here. But let's see if we can get Camp Hale to pick up the pieces underneath for a decent exotic pay. We're all in the gate and we're off. And from the middle, as expected, there goes Owen Almighty. Just inside that one, also as expected, there is John Hancock to the outside. That's the 8-horse Naughty Rascal. Down inside on the rail, sitting really nicely right now is our horse that we like, Camp Hale, to finish underneath potentially at a price. Looks like they're going a fairly decent clip here, 22.75 to the quarter. Still those 2 up front. Naughty Rascal sitting nicely outside third. Everyone looks comfortable. I think Camp Hale is going to have to make a hole here, as he's going to have a whole lot of speed in front. Coming up on the rail, that's Smoking Boy starting to make distance on the rail as the 1 tips out Camp Hale. Pace is picking up. They went to the half, 46.23. They're around the far turn. And still John Hancock on the inside with a slight lead. Owen Almighty closing up just a little bit. Naughty Rascal starts to fade back. Here comes Camp Hale with that move we hoped for. John Hancock still right there, although Owen Almighty has all of the momentum to the outside. Come on, Camp Hale. Get that horse moving. We got Poster starting to make a late move as well. Here's Poster coming late on the outside, but Owen Almighty, John Hancock giving him everything and fights back on the rail. Puts a nose in front of Owen Almighty on the wire. Really close for second. Poster might have nipped our horse out of the trifecta there, Camp Hale. Darn that. So if that's the case, if it ends up 3, 6, and 7, that is Chalk City. We don't like that. Yeah, I think Poster's going to hang on for third there. Really nice race by John Hancock there. First time at 2 turns. He's only run the 1 time there, Brad Cox and Flavian Pratt. Is there anything Flavian Pratt can't do right now on the track? But really nice race. He had the maiden win here at 6 furlongs here at Tampa. So did have a win over the course. Seems to like it here at Tampa. We'll see how that translates as he moves forward, though. But very nice win over a horse that I think many thought was much the best in here, and that was Owen Almighty. Poster did get third over Camp Hale, our long shot pick for the try. Very bold at 84-1 finishes out the superfecta. And really, we didn't see a whole lot from anybody else in the race, and I can't say that was really unexpected. I think we got the 4 horses in the superfecta that were pretty much the 4 horses that, were kinda anticipated here. I will say, although Poster did get up for 3rd there, it's kinda what I anticipated with him. I thought that last field was came up a little bit weak in the Remsen, and, he was way back for how the track is playing here at Tampa with the speed up front, doing really well and holding on, especially on the routes. Looks really good. Looks good on the track still. Looks like he could go around again. 5-2 over 5-2. Not gonna be a great payout as far as pari-mutuel wagering goes, but look, this definitely, I think, sets things up moving forward as we continue on the trail to Kentucky Derby 151. These 2 horses are gonna be a couple to watch as they hit the bigger preps later on. I'm sure they'll both head for somewhere else, as will Poster. Keep an eye on Camp Hale. This is a horse who, again, this is probably not a Derby horse. I don't think anybody thinks that, but that's a horse to keep in your virtual stables and keep an eye on. Great run there by the Owen Wilkes trained Camp Hale. John Hancock for Brad Cox with Flavian Pratt up wins the 2025 Samuel F. Davis at Tampa Bay Downs. Get the payouts really quickly. Looking to next week, though, we have a race for sure. There we go. So $7 to win, 380 to place, 340 to show. Owen Almighty 380 and 280. Poster pays 320 to show. The exact at 36 13.50, and the try pays 28.25 for 50 cents. But again, keep an eye on next weekend. This was our prep for the weekend, and obviously we have a heck of a race coming up next week. I think that the Risen Star has come up very tough. Going to be interesting. Watch here on Trust the Profits for our previews of that one. We'll definitely be putting out a full field rundown for that, as well as looking at potentially capping the card for next weekend. Keep an eye on that. Lots of great horses coming back for that one. The much anticipated return of East Avenue in that race. That's one I personally am looking for. This is a horse I think very highly of still, despite what happened in the juvenile last year. Really looking forward to that race. But from Tampa Bay Downs, this one's in the book. Give us a like and a follow here so you can catch all of the action coming here as we put out the videos going into that Kentucky Derby 151 coming up the first Saturday in May. We will see you in the next one.